Queen Mary winner Rosina powered home to win the Group 1 Moyglare Stud Stakes at the Curragh today. You can see a full replay elsewhere on the website, along with the wins of Aidan O'Brien's Great White Eagle and Say. Ireland's top trainer and son Joseph enjoyed a four-timer on the card. Their first came in the 1 mile fillies maiden as Dazzling put up a fine display. Her stablemate Shell House ran on really well to finish a good second. This 2-year-old daughter of Galileo in the dark colours is a sister to 2,000 guineas winner Roderick O'Connor and was very impressive. Aidan O'Brien said she was very green but was well on top of the line. He added she's a big mile and a half type.
Dazzling now the leader as they race to the final furlong, being followed by Sparkle Factor and then Beyond Intensity, racing now inside the final 200, and Dazzling now galloping on relentlessly out 2.5 in front, and Dazzling going to win in some style for Joseph O'Brien, followed home in second place by Shell House, who's come through.
Victory Song provided the duo's fourth win on the card in the 1.25 mile maiden. The 11-10 favourite in the blue and orange ran a close third on his racecourse debut back in May at Tipperary.
As they race on towards the 2 mark now, and it's Victory Song in the lead, chased by Tunnabrocky. On their outside is Cape Glory, but racing now towards the final furlong. Victory Song in front of Tunnabrocky, and then comes Cape Glory down the outside, running on his Deep Speed, but inside the last 200. Victory Song in front, Deep Speed down the outside as they race up towards the finish. Victory Song will be another one for Joseph and Aidan. Victory Song wins the unaccompanied maiden. Deep Speed.
The Irish Cambridgeshire went to Joanna Morgan's Moore & Gra, who was recording his first success since March 2012. The 12-1 chance in the cheap pieces ran a good third over course and distance on Derby weekend and looked to be on a good mark today.
Moore & Gra now is driven to the front as they race up towards the finish. It's Moore & Gra and Ronan Whelan in front. Campanology and Regulation. Regulation and Campanology second, third. Ansgar 4 and 5.
Levante ran out a very smart winner of the fillies handicap over 1.5 miles for Willie Mullins and Johnny Murta. The 11-2 shot in the red and white was back to her ideal trip after stepping up from 1.25 miles. She recorded a course and distance win in June before disappointing. Her trainer said they changed the riding tactics today and thinks she could be a listed or Group 3 filly.
Levanto now quickens up on the near side. Drifting Mist, Beach of Falaise putting in a late bid, but it's Levanto now and Johnny Murtha in front. Drifting Mist staying on in second, but Levanto wins it comfortably. Drifting Mist second. Truth was...
Meanwhile, at Brighton, champion jockey Richard Hughes also had a fantastic day, scoring a treble on the card. Completed aboard Luca Kamani's Soraya in the 1.25 mile fillies handicap. The 3-year-old daughter of Shamadal in the yellow was an impressive winner at Epsom 2 starts ago before disappointing on soft ground last time.
Soraya coming through to head, Curly come home. Kwawafi is charging back on the near side. Soraya with first run on Kwawafi as they race up towards the line. Richard Hughes on Soraya, and he's got matters in hand stylishly. Soraya wins.
The top jockey's second winner was Peak Royale in the 7 furlong maiden, who was running for the first time since being gelded. The Richard Hannon trained 2-year-old in the pale colours finished second on his last 2 starts in more competitive maidens. The gamble of the race, Sullivan Street, finished third.
It's Sullivan Street that leads, but only just. In fact, Pete Royale taking over now on the outside, and Pete Royale coming home much stronger. And it's Pete Royale drifting across to the far rail, but nicely clear, and it'll be a double for Richard Hughes. Pete Royale by 3-4 lengths, maybe more, to Sarah.
It was trebles all round as jumps jockey Noel Feely continued his red-hot streak to ride 3 winners on the day at Newton Abbot. Most notably the feature race of the day aboard Emma Lavelle's 16-1 shot Kangaroo Court. You can watch the replay elsewhere. Feely's third winner was in the closing bumper with Warren Greytrex's Sebastian Charm. The 3-1 shot in the black and yellow didn't show much on his debut at Uttoxeter in July, when finishing 7th, but conditions seem to have suited him better today. The jockey's other winner on the card was in the handicap chase aboard Western King, and he has now recorded 10 wins from his last 19 rides. Meanwhile, only 3 lined up for the Class 3 novices chase, but it was a thriller as hot favourite Dinner and Philip Hobbs Petite battled it out to the line. Peter Bowen's Dinner in the red and green was at one point headed by Pettis but battled back gamely to get his head in front on the line.
In front of Dinner, who will have to switch to get past Pettis as they run towards the final fence. Pettis hanging off the inside. Dinner switches back inside, but he's about a length behind as they come into the wings of the final fence. Pettis is safely out over the last, about a length in front. Dinner is flashing his tail, but he's coming back on the outside, and Dinner has drawn level with Pettis, and Dinner has put his head back in front as they run towards the line. Dinner and Pettis, great battle between the two all the way throughout the final circuit. Both came out with